Hey, what's up? It's the normal player guy, and hey, so if you checked out the news today, so it looks like Kale's on the way. This is AGL Kale. Man, this is the worst timing ever. Poor planning on Dokkans history. Seriously, what are they thinking? Because I mean, like worldwide download celebrations are coming up shortly by the end of this month, and then you got like the anniversary. Yeah, it's on the tail end now, but again, this is the last thing that people want. I mean, if you're new to this game, you'd have heard some at some point during some social media sites of the WWC or Worldwide Download celebration is basically another anniversary, and it happens very quickly in a short span of time after the anniversary. But they think they'd like to stick in this little one. Honestly, I thought Super Boo was the LR Super Boo was the waste of time just before the anniversary, but this truly is. Because I mean, she's good, but we'll have a look how good she is. Nonetheless, the campaign details are as follows. Now, there's only one big difference, and that is said enough. Superboo, actually, LR Superboo was the yellow coin banner associated with this, and we got him just before the anniversary. So that's it. Anything relating to this guy, which is basically the entirety of part two, except for maybe this chain battle, that's the only thing that we're not going to get. But in terms of part one, which is the main bulk of it, what we're going to get? Well, here we go. So we have a new unit, AGL Kale and Tech Frost. In fact, the banner's this. Seriously, this is what you're rocking. What's the best unit on here? Ginyu, maybe Path to Power Kid Goku. Yeah, pretty decently solid. Kefla, hard no, and these girls, they're useful, but no. I mean, you can't just throw in Path to Power Kid Goku and Ginyu and expect this to work. Will it be discounted? Probably not. But I mean, this banner is ass. I mean, have fun summoning for like this girl, or these. It's just not going to happen. I mean, yeah, sure. He does stack attack. His Vegeta form is pretty decent. He is pretty strong, right? But this is not one to get. So what are we going to get then? So we have, the end of it. So we have this mini celebration, some sales, some guys, woohoo! So we have a new area. So Area 31 unlocks, pretty fantastic. So that'll be worth grinding. The Easy A for these three, Tech, Int, and STR for Universe 6. These are the story events. 9 new Easy A stages. So this is in Bulma comes out, she has an awakening, and then she has an Easy A. So we got like Halloween units, and then you've got just some other random units that were thrown into the mix, right? These are the Halloween units, and so on and so forth. LR, AGL, Kale, and Caulifla have the Easy A. That will be a brand new video. There is a new stage, a Super Battle Road coming out. It's currently down. So that makes sense. Note this because as I say, this happened just before the anniversary, so that's a no, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, outside of the tournament and outside of the Yellow Coin LR, the bulk of it is definitely on this. So, what are we going to get from this celebration? Who is Kale? How is she good? Okay, well, let's have a look. So, Universe 6 or Transformation Boost is a full 170% with the additional to make 200 for TOP and full power. That's good because, like Universe 6 Transformation Boost, TOP and full power have a lot of overlap, so you can quite easily make something up about it. So let's have a look. Her super attack greatly raises attack, so she is at least going to hit hard. So let's have a look. So she has 160% at the start of turn, coming in with a rather disappointing 7.8. Okay, that's kind of disappointing for the next Dokken Fest. She is technically, and she is actually no, she is. We kick off the entering year 9, or suppose technically entering year 8, but it's for year 9. This is the first Dokken Fest that comes out, and it's not. I mean, we're rocking less than 8,000 defense still. Decent attack, fantastic attack. So 160% defense and attack at start of turn. You get an additional 60% and a 50% chance to launch an additional super when supering. Okay, so she's already up to 220, right? And then the attack goes up by an additional 50. She reduces damage by 20% up to 60 within the same turn of each super attack performed. Okay, so when you super attack, you're also going to get 20% damage reduction. You get an additional 160% and a 70% chance of doing an additional super when there's another Universe 6 ally in the same turn. Okay, that's pretty broken because you got like 160% and you got another 160%, so that's 320, and then you've got another 60%. Jesus. So that's what's that 380% to stats with 50% on top of that for attack. each of which is giving you 20% damage reduction. That's pretty ridiculous. So how many times can you super? So you got one super attack. If this triggers, that's two. Then you've got this, which is three, and then your hidden potential. So you could quadruple super attack. So each one is going to hit crazy hard because their attack is pretty decent. When you're talking like you're going to have like 380% attack and defense on top of this, I mean, you'd be better off just going, let's just give you something like 10,000 defense, even at 55%, and then just giving you just attack, because then it would have made better. Like having 380% defense is kind of ridiculous because it's going to, I mean, at what point do you stop? But I mean, all this is relevant if you have a Universe 6 ally in the same turn, which makes sense given that she is a Peppy Gal's unit. So there is a transformation as well from the fourth turn with Caulifla, Universe 6, or after 6 or more super attacks. So if you think you can do 4 in one turn, she comes back around and you're going to end up doing just the remaining 2. So you could still, so it's still going to be turn, one, so it's still going to be turn 5. So it really makes no difference whether or not you do 6 super attacks or Caulifla, pending if you do X amount, right? So pretty decent in terms of attack. I mean, this seems impressive, but I bet you even with 380% defense, even with 60% damage reduction, the overall start of turn stats are so poor, she's going to be a wimp. Nonetheless, the transformation, let's have a look. So let's have a look. You get 100% defense only for the first 6 turn, plus an addition. Okay, so you have 200% at the start of turn, so that's really up. So then you get 100% as well. So that's like already 300% defense, 200% attack. You get an additional 120% attack on super attack. Your super attack gives you 30% defense for the turn with a 30% chance to crit. That's interesting. That's like the first time. So what, you're getting like 300% defense, 320% attack, plus this. That's pretty ridiculous. That's on super attack as well, the attack. But you have defense for the first. So could you put this in slot 1? Well, you certainly couldn't put her in slot 1, right? Because like her, she gets all this on attack, right? And then she has the additionals built in. So she's definitely not a slot 1 unit, but she could be like a glorified high-end floater, right? Someone with crazy power, chance for damage reduction. I mean, she could be a pretty strong floater. So let's have a look. Launches 2 additional attacks, each of which have a 30% chance to become a super attack. So if I think this stacks. This could be like the 6th anniversary units because like 30% chance. So each super attack would have a 30% chance and to crit. And so if those 2 become super attacks, you've got like a 90% chance to crit. That'd be pretty insane. She has a 50% chance of guarding all attacks, period. She has additional 60% for 3 turns after receiving an attack. Good God. An additional 160% defense and guaranteed guard when there's another Universe 6 ally in the same turn, and you'll need it for Caulifla to even transform. Jesus. 100% defense, 200% attack and defense, 120% attack, 60, but Jude, you got 60, 100, 200, 160, geez, and the 30 from the super attack. Wow, she's pretty nutty. Again, while it's impressive having this like 500% to stats, pointless running this with this low amount. That being said, she's quite a curious unit. Curious to know how well like this guard with the damage guard and the damage reduction in the previous form stack out with these high numbers. So what? Same lineage, Super Saiyan. So what is that replacing? Probably Berserker. It's Berserker indeed. Let's see, Battlefield Diva, Prepare for Battle, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle. Okay, so she's on Peppy Gal's, TOP, Pure Saiyan's Full Power, Transformation Boost, Miraculous Awakening, Rapid Growth, Exploding Rage, Super Saiyan 2, Universe 6, Bond of Friendship, Power Beyond, Super Saiyan. So a lot of these she could have a lot of use on. Maybe not Pure Saiyans unless you're rocking like the Peppy Gal Universe 6 kind of Pure Saiyan, then sure. Full Power, yeah, sure. Transformation Boost, maybe not. Super Saiyan 2, yeah, okay, it adds to the roster. Exploding Rage, possibly. Rapid Growth, yes. Miraculous Awakening, Bond of Friendship, and Power Beyond. So, and Peppy Gals. So, they have a really tough Super Battle Road, so it would be nice to have this power. Yeah. So, she's going to be one of the hardest hitting people on, like, these teams, like Universe 6. rapid growth, miraculous away, bond of friendship. She's going to be like, and even Peppy Gals, the strongest unit on this. So that's going to be pretty insane. Some of the teams that you have, for example, like Exploding Rage, seem nice, but if you have a look, there's not one unit on here that you could legitimately work out with. It would be Berserker Kale, the physical one, but not very good. That is the next direct competitor, but Exploding Rage would not be a very good one. Universe 6, yeah, sure, because you got like Caulifla, who is solid and like she's immortal in the right hands. LR killing Caulifla, which would count as Caulifla. You got this Caulifla who's had an easy A. This one's pretty solid, yeah. The Bond of Friendship lead and the free to play option as well. So there is some legitimate units in here that you could actually use to be quite good. That being said, oh, and this Kale's pretty decent for Universe 6. So again, she could guard depending on the right sort of situation. And so it could be a good defensive unit. But a lot of these, they're not truly top tier, no matter how good they are, right? I mean, you ain't gonna rock too many difficult content, if any, with this. Maybe Kale, maybe AGL Kale, especially after she transforms. She seems like someone who could. I mean, reading this seems like someone who could go into like Sin. Maybe not Cell Max. I think Cell Max would chew her up, right? Because he's tech. But Sin, it's possible with Sin that you could do this, right? But again, it'd be interesting to test her out, get the RNG for the super attacks, right? So that could be pretty good. But no doubt, yes. However, the nearest competitor would indeed be this guy. Well, this girl, rather. Huge amounts of attack, has additionals, has damage reduction with 6 or more orbs, right? But again, start of turn stats, even at 100%, they falter or about the same, really. And if you only have 55%, this is absolute naff. So there's no doubt she's going to be the strongest by far. So this particular Kale is out of the running. So she will be the hardest one. So moving on quick, now we have the banner unit, which is Frost. It's not a standalone Frost, but it's Frost. Now, compared to the STR Frost, this guy is far and away the best one going. The STR Frost has so little stats, coming in with like barely touching this, even at 100%. And of course, and even has less stats going for him. So he is standalone the best one. So what do we have? Transformation boost is 130%, so about the standard. You get 30% for the turn. So there's a unit super attack with anyone who includes Freezer, and that greatly raises. Guarantees a seal, and with a 50% chance to stun. That's quite a decent thing to do. Pact of F, interesting. Right, so what does this unit have? 80% to stats, okay, so coming in at 55%, about average for a banner unit really these days. Honestly, that's not exactly a million miles off Kale, is it? I mean, Kale coming in at 55%, it's the same thing. Jesus. Yeah, of course, less attack, but this with a freezer guarantees a seal with a chance to stun. Pretty nice. So what, 80%? You get an extra 160% to stats on super attack. Okay, that's pretty good, right? Transformation boost, you get one key 30%, so that's nice. You get an attack, defense, and chance of crit for all allies who belong to the TOP saga, and that would actually affect you as well. So let's have a look. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. Launch an additional attack that has a 50% chance to become a super attack, and the attacked enemy's attack minus 20% for 2 turns when there's another transformation boost ally in the same turn. So guaranteed additional. So what that would be, actually, with the freezer on board, because that would qualify, Freezer would be giving you greatly raising attack and defense, guaranteed seal 50% chance to stun, with another greatly raise and another 50% chance to stun. That could be really good. Let's have a look. You get an additional massive 160% attack when the target enemy is attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed. So basically, any status effect, you get bonus attack. Freezer will be giving you all of this twice over. And of course, you'll be given transformation. He'll be a what? One key 30%. You're giving everyone and yourself crit attack and defense. Pretty decent support. What are we on? TOP Transformation Universe 6. Pretty limited, but again, if you're going to rock it with Pact of F Freezer, I mean, yeah, that's legitimately great. Universe 6. So if you miss out on Freezer, you miss out on the Greatly Raise and the Stun, which could be monstrous for this, could be instrumental, because again, it'd be the difference between surviving and surviving not as much, not as well, which would not be great. So, Universe Most Malevolent, Metamorphosis, Brutal Beatdown, Coward, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and Fierce Battle. Yeah, you're not really going to rock that. Tournament of Power, Brutal Beatdown. Okay, so most of this you'll rock, you just won't get Coward. Sure. Coward's like Bojack, isn't it? And maybe like a Cell in there. So, yeah. So, overall, it's pretty decent. That's not too bad. One of the better banner units, especially for all the supports. I mean, like Universe 6 Super Battle Road, being the ability to do this could be nice. There's no freezer, so I'm afraid you won't get this, but you will be able to at least boost a lot of people. And of course, you can lower this, so it could be nice. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. It is, I mean, good luck summoning for this banner if you really must. But as I say, worldwide download celebration coming out. It is just bizarre how they'll put this in. And remember, Boo is not returning. Well, the chances in returning are extremely slim. They won't just bring Boo back. There's just not going to be a case. Could be a generic yellow coin banner with Boo on it, granted, but that'll just be a generic one. That being said, that's going to be it for this banner. So yeah, if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, well, it sucks to be you. But you can let me know what you think of Kale. She's curious, but I reckon she's still not going to be any good. And again, no one's going to summon. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.